years later. And you hear anybody.
Can you come in slides?
I don't think I need any, no, actually, when we do present for our website, that'd probably be sufficient enough.
I'm pretty sure I get there.
They need to get very overwhelming, maybe created slides for them, so we're just talking, hopefully some people doing it.
Yeah.
What do I
Plans with RIG.
But so many days. You have to be more flexible. It's not. It's fine. It's actually nice. But.
Yeah.
Don't feel I'm saying we will favor, so we don't have a good enough relationship.
All right.
But you can't ask.
I see Sarah Brooks online. Hi, Sarah.
I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Good. Yep.
Yes, sorry. Hi, good morning.
Jeff and Travis Winston, Mel, Maggie. Hi. Brandon, how are you? Good. That it? Yeah, you guys don't have to hide over there. Like, it feels like we have a lineup. All right. Oh my goodness, where is everybody? All right, how about, hey, next week we have Peter that's coming in. So if you know a friend, can we bring some more people to show up for team meeting with Peter? Here comes Kendall.
Hello.
I love your haircut.
Oh, thank you.
So cute. I meant to say that to you yesterday. All right, is everyone have a little sheet? You got sheets over here? Oh my gosh, it is Q2, Q2. How's everyone's Q1? Good? Everything you wanted it to be?
Best I've had in the business.
Best you've had in the business? Who else? Well, we had a really good March. We had an okay January and February, but we had a really good March. Some exciting news about that. Who else? Who wants to share their Q1? Q1 results? I know Tony's had a pretty good month so far. You had a good March too.
Thank you.
My picture's still gonna be on the TV in the lobby.
Yeah, starting out well.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all are gonna have to bring me the energy. I can only do so much up here. All right. Okay, let's get started. Thank you all for coming in. And yeah, we're gonna start off celebrating April birthdays. So if you all see Michelle Huddleston, give her a big old hug. Peter's birthday's Thursday. So send him a little happy birthday. We also have Gary Stiles, Kim Medill, Andrew Sultan, and Todd Fraser. Birthdays this month. All right. And we've got a couple March newcomers. Let's see, nobody in here today. Yeah, are we gonna see? All right, everyone, let's stand up. Come on, let's do this. Maybe shake it out, because if you're not gonna bring the energy, it's gonna be really hard. I know there's food. Shake it out. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone, March newcomers. Yeah! We have Ben, we have Mariah, Tamika, Alexis, Chris.
Woo!
Just very excited when he ran out to join the Chabris group. So if you guys see these people, make sure you wish them welcome. And then we want to thank our growth partners for March, which Mark Rankin, Tara Smith, Carter Smith, Brandon McCaster, and Allie Wilburn brought in some people. So that's exciting. Oh my gosh. This is exciting. I had a lot of fun writing this out. We officially in March exceeded the life. So this market center opened in 2017. And from what you guys know, we do profit sharing as a company. And this office, we crossed over a big milestone last month and we hit $1 million in profit share. So this office has officially profit shared $1 million back to our associates.
That's huge.
And that's a big deal, guys. So everyone, I've been eyeballing it.
In only like 8 years, basically.
Yeah,
So that's huge.
yeah. So like I would say 2017 and 2018, they probably didn't share
Pretty much.
at all. So I've been eyeballing this the last like 12 months, getting really excited. We had a great March.
And not only did we just do it by the 2,000, we were short last month, but we crushed it last month.
Right, we profit shared over $14,000 in March, so. That's pretty exciting, so we hit that milestone, I was able to shoot a little video and I texted Peter, Tara and Bo, and Peter said he was out in Utah crying, cause this means a lot, so this is a big deal, guys, so. That was exciting to announce. Oh, and alright, so let's do some bucket fills, maybe that'll bring us some energy, cause I need some energy, guys. I've had too much coffee. Who has bucket fill?
I'll give a little shout to Celeste. So if you guys see Celeste, give her extra love. Her 16-year-old dachshund is health struggles, and so she's got decisions to make, so
Yeah.
just give her some extra love. It's not really a bucket, but just love extra. on
Well,
top.
she's amazing, so you can fill her bucket for
Yeah.
being amazing, but.
Yeah,
You see Celeste, give her a big old hug.
give her extra
Very
love.
sad.
Oh, and I get to kill one of my chickens tomorrow. So,
Oh.
no, she's sick, but you know, so give me extra love.
I'll give you that.
She's so soft.
Who else? Who has another bucket fill?
I'll fill your bucket. We're doing all the things that you're doing. So, we are, you're crushing it. And, I appreciate you every single day.
Appreciate you driving up here and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I know Cincinnati traffic is fun. 8:30 in the morning crossing the bridge.
It's been, traffic is not, well, traffic to me is not bad, because we came from the DC area,
Right.
but,
Spring break
it's
is,
just far.
yeah, last week spring break, this week spring break. It'll pick up, don't worry. Who else? One more bucket fill.
How do you get a bucket fill?
Awkwardly stand
Is
here.
Michelle in here? She's been handling a lot at Viridian on her own. She
Yes.
in here.
Oh, I saw her, yeah.
She has been amazing and every deal that I've had has closed and I haven't had any complaints and she's been wonderful. So I love Michelle and she has a new assistant, so that's exciting. So
Well, we gotta drive her in here.
even
and
better.
watch
She
her.
said she was gonna bring her in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Michelle, if you guys haven't used Viridian yet, give them a shot. It's so nice to be able to come into the office and just chat with her in person about what's going on. That's such a thing that I'm thankful for, so.
Yeah, Michelle's been busting her butt. And she's got a little bit of help. So.
She said she was.
I'll
Yeah.
do a quick one, Lindsay. Sorry.
Yeah. What do you got?
Well, I'm not sorry, but I just saw that you moved on. So I'll bucket fill Nick because Easter morning, I was like, who are you texting? Because I was like, I don't know what client he'd be texting right now, feverishly. And he was helping someone on Connect Team, Farnaz, I think is her name. She was just reaching out a lot and Nick started texting with her separately. And then she called us and asked his questions. So I just want to fill his bucket. Even on a holiday, he was helping someone that I don't think either of us has even met yet.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, she just got someone under contract on Sunday, her biggest sale yet, so.
Yeah, that was what was going on. I love that. I didn't know that it got accepted, so that's great.
Yep, she turned in the escrow yesterday, so earnest money yesterday, so that's exciting. Thank you. All right, well, we got a big announcement. Everyone? Hello, Michelle, come on up. Who do you got with you?
Oh, she's my new bestie. This is Rachel, everybody, Rachel Bowman.
Hi, everyone.
She is a new employee of Viridian Title. So I'm very excited. For those of you that are in the office a lot, you can see that I have been on the struggle bus. And now Rachel has a lot of experience. So how many years did you say?
29.
29 years. So we really took our time and found the right candidate so that she can jump in and start helping immediately.
Nice,
We're very excited.
very nice.
Yes.
Growth means more opportunity and we can add more people to help. That means we're growing as a title company.
Yeah,
So it's
I think
amazing.
you said you closed more in March than the whole quarter, right?
Yes, we
Congratulations.
closed like 46 in March. And the fourth quarter, we only closed 42.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
we're ready to hit the ground running.
Well, spring market has sprung.
Yes.
So,
We're ready for it. Bring it on.
yep, that's awesome. Cool.
Okay.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Hey. I'm gonna force y'all to talk because it's painful. Alright, so who remembers what happened in, I don't know, June 2024? Anyone? Besides Kelly? What happened in June 2024? What do you think it is?
Well, I mean, what comes to mind is settlement.
Right.
Yes, in our settlement. Officially happened where we had to implement new processes in August of 2024.
So
And,
when everyone was freaking out.
right, yeah, there was a season probably around this time, 2 years ago, where we were all freaking out because a lot of us didn't use buyer rep agreements. And a lot of us didn't know how to articulate our what?
Oh, yeah.
Value proposition, right? So I wanted to kind of talk about this because I think it's important to remember things that happened in the past in the business. Because there's one thing that we can count on in real estate is that there's constant change. And so let's talk about this, mastermind around it. What has changed? What have you guys seen that has changed since this, especially the agents that have been licensed since 2024? What has changed in your business being forced to use this buyer rep agreement?
I don't think that much. I mean, you're still, deals are still being done. There's just paperwork and more clarification of like how people are represented. There's no murkiness about it. It's very clear. And it's very clear how it's going to, how you're getting paid.
Yeah. So no change. There's a lot of fear. We all remember
There
that.
was, yeah, there
Oh,
was,
yeah.
was some concern.
Comes it up there.
Yeah, how's that? How's that?
I think it's better.
For the better?
I think so too. I was explaining to somebody the other day about before, because I'm an old person now. And I was like, yeah, we just kind of, it said it on the MLS and like, I can't tell you how many contracts I wrote when I first got my license that had no mention of my compensation. I didn't have an addendum. I just expected my whatever was on the MLS to be paid to me at settlement. Like, what was I doing? That's wild.
Mm.
So I think it's better. I mean, I think it's a lot better. I tell people what I charge. They agree to it from the get-go and I know exactly what I'm getting and they know exactly what they're paying. And if we can get it into the contract, great. But I think it makes things way more transparent and I'm guaranteed what I'm paying. Cause I did have a few closings that I did when I first got my license where I got 1% or 0.5% less than I expected because that's what the seller was offering and it wasn't written down anywhere and agreed to.
Well, would it surprise you all to know that you're actually making more money as a whole?
Are we?
It's funny is because I look at multi-year trends. One of the things on there is the average percent for commissions. And
GCI as a percent of sales volume has gone up.
yeah, and so our office, I think typically was around like 2.6 and now we're 2.8, 2.9 sometimes. And so when we're actually having to explain our value proposition, do you feel like you're delivering at a higher level because you're having to articulate why you should be getting paid compensation? Do you feel that?
Yes,
I mean-
100% agree.
More than before.
Well, we also learn in the NAR surveys is that people do want to pay their agents. The overwhelming majority is like 95% do actually feel like their agent should earn the money that they're receiving. It's the small percent that started the lawsuit and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it backfired in my opinion, because y'all are making more money and having better conversations with your clients about how things actually work, which is, you know, some people were, at the time, some people were worried because they weren't doing buyer consultations. And they were the ones freaking out. And then you had agents that were already doing buyer consultations that were like, oh, this is no problem.
Yes, so I totally agree with Kelly, and we are Nick and I, our team are about 50-50 listings and buyers. So with buyers, like I always have done these, like maybe not the first year or two in real estate, but I would say definitely since COVID. So it wasn't a huge change for me. And as we have like 50% listings of our business, we see when we get showings, for instance, we'll get a showing request, it'll get confirmed by us, our client, and then the day of the showing or the day before, some feedback that we get fairly often is, oh, this was a Zillow lead and they wouldn't sign the paperwork. So I guess where I think that it has really, really helped in, like, we're talking about transparency, like you can't just pay for these like random leads anymore. And not that I ever did that, but I think it's been huge. It's been a massive gap where people just felt like they could just like click a button and be like, go show me this house now, peasant.
Well, actually, so I am buying a house and renting out my other house, and somebody contacted me and wanted to see the house. And this is why I was really thankful I don't go to showing appointments anymore, because they totally canceled 5 minutes before. And I was so mad because I was like, I turned on all the lights and I opened all the windows and I got home in time and I did all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was super frustrating because that's what we used to do, right? I remember so many times with an online lead, and going out to the house and they just cancel. And you drove 30 minutes to get there. And you're like, what the heck? So now, if they're not serious or they're like, that doesn't happen as much. Of course, your clients can still do that to you. But when they're your clients and you've done a buyer consultation and and you built the rapport and the trust, it's a totally different ballgame. You're not just wasting your time driving around.
Well, and it helps with the pre-qualifying your buyers. Because you have to go through the process of the buyer agreement, you are understanding if this person is really serious about this. It forces you to, well, because we can't waste our time going to showings and no one show up. And so it just helps with the pre-qualification of your buyers.
You used to have people that would call the listing agent not wanting to bother their.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you'd show up as a listing agent and it would be somebody else's buyer. And you're like, why am I wasting my time doing this?
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't have, well, you do, well, Redfin is not that big here. But where I was in Virginia, they had like 300 agents, it was a lot, but they would have showing agents where they would get paid like $30 to do a showing or whatever. They couldn't do a regular transaction, but they would just do what they called, I don't know what they called them, but anyway, it pretty much put those people out of business, which is great for Redfin as a company because they're not paying for all these showings, because they would just go to the Redfin agent because their agent wasn't available. And they just used it as a showing service. And it pretty much stopped that completely when the settlement came out.
Do you think that we're getting less traffic at showings because you're not having these underqualified buyers just showing up because they want to just look around?
I don't know the data on that, but that's interesting, yeah.
Yeah. Who's lost a client because they didn't want to sign a buyer rep agreement? What was some of the feedback? What was the reason on that?
they weren't really serious.
Did they actually transact?
No,
So you didn't lose a client.
Well-
You gained your time back.
right,
You just
yeah.
didn't pay 'em for
I
it.
lost
Or
the
you didn't
potential
waste your
for, yeah, I didn't waste my time. Yeah, I didn't lose a client. Nobody else, they didn't go with, like, I've never had somebody go with somebody else.
So you
But,
actually
like,
just,
Just
You paid
pre-qualified, right?
So who in here, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about this, but who in here? Kind of going back to articulating your value proposition. Who in here could articulate their value proposition without your packet, without your slides, without anything? If you had someone just walk, could you do it right now? Could you do like a 30-second pitch?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
So you'll wanna hire me and my team. I got started in the business in 2004 as a lender. So it's important when I list your home that we know who is the most qualified person, not necessarily who has the best price. So that's where we really put time into is. I call it an interrogation. I interrogate the lender to make sure that we only go under contract with people who can buy your house.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian, for sharing that. Who else could jump up and just give me a quick 30-second value proposition? Why would that be important to be able to jump up and do that?
And you can do it anywhere.
Means you can do it
Any
anywhere.
conversation you're having, you can articulate your value.
Yeah, so Brian's out at. I'm gonna bring up, what's the place up by your house that you go, Jungle Gyms. Brian's out at Jungle Gyms on a Friday. Shopping, he runs into somebody, he can articulate his value proposition and possibly have a new client just right then and there. So are we practicing delivering our value proposition still? Because I think we haven't been talking about this enough lately. Right when the buyer rep agreement came out, we were all about value squared, value proposition, how you deliver your value proposition. But are we continuing to practice that like Brian is? I think it's important that we need to reflect on that and really understand, like, if you had a blank piece of paper, could you write down your value proposition and hand it to somebody? And they turn around and say, yes, I want to sign with you.
It's called the elevator pitch or something like that. You
The
have
elevator
that
pitch?
is in the elevator, somebody's like, why would I pick you as an agent? You're like, lay it out.
Yeah.
When they get out of the elevator, they'll know your name, or they won't.
Well, Brian's very specific, right?
Right,
So
and then I go, I mean,
that's the,
that is why you should hire us, but then I pull out our like marketing videos and the other things that attract the attention that we need in the first 3 days.
but they haven't heard that from someone else, so it's getting them to actually take the conversation and go to
So,
the next
yeah,
step
and-
because it's different.
It's important to
Yeah.
to understand DU, LP, like to know the differences, to know if somebody actually has a real buyer or somebody who looks good on paper, right? So that's where we're like, nobody else can do that. So, and then when we start getting into our marketing stuff, like, hey, here's how we attract these people. We do the coming soon, we do the open house. We don't accept an offer before the open house. We don't, like the different things that we just stack up that we call insurance policies to protect your net.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, you're solving a problem, right?
Well,
For the
that's our
client.
job.
Absolutely. And so when we were at family reunion, a lot of what they talked about in social media con is they brought up, like, when you're doing your social media posts, you need to be posting because you're solving someone's problem. Instead of just buy with me, let's do this with me. It's you're solving a problem. So when you're looking back at your value proposition, what problems are you solving for your clients? And use that in your social media marketing, use that in your value proposition, use that in your elevator conversation. So identify in your business, what problems are you solving for a client and articulate that out. And I guarantee you're gonna have higher level conversations with potential clients. Cool. Yeah. Who's all gonna work on this today? Wanna work on it right now? Oh, there you go.
I just did. That was practice. Thank you.
Exactly. You're welcome. Thank you for jumping up there. I appreciate you. Also, in addition to knowing what your value proposition is, you need to research the numbers. Okay. And so one of the things that I look at all the time, who looks at the Domus analytics?
Only you put it up there.
All right, so if you don't have the hyperlink, gosh, why is all these little screens popping up? On the left-hand side here is the Domus Analytics. The QR code is going to take you to the hyperlink. Is it not? I don't know why.
It's sliced off at the bottom.
I will have to send that to you. I'm not sure why it's doing that. But when you're on this website, if you're not familiar with this site, and I will make sure to post it in our Facebook page so then you can take it. But you can identify, this is just for the state of Ohio. You can select based on the counties. This is released every month, and you can actually look at historical data as well, so you could go back to 2025. But this is an important tool. This is gone. So if you look at the statistics I pulled today, this is based on March. If you haven't looked at March, you should look at it. But this is saying that the average days on market in March is up 50% to 6 days. This is based on Warren, Butler, Claremont, Brown, and Hamilton counties. So just the 5 that are close to us, but you can extend this out further if you want. Active inventory, but you can look at just a snapshot of what's going on in Ohio. And again, you can go back to other, Kelly, you got a birthday this month. You missed it. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Sorry. Got excited. But make sure that you all are looking at these statistics. And then on the right-hand side, this is a snapshot from today on the MLS, Cincy MLS. So we have 7 days back, 630 new listings, 99 back on market, 10 price increases, and 265 price reductions.
Wow.
What does that tell you? Oh, and
Price reduction. Hi.
How many active listings?
active is 535.
So almost half. And is that a 7-day window?
This is past 7 days, yeah.
So almost a third, I don't know the math, I had a price reduction in the last week. What does that tell you?
Almost 500 are pending.
And 630 new ones.
Mark that. Yeah.
So, well, so the ones that are priced right are going under contract.
Right. The
That's
rest
what
of
that
them-
means, right?
the rest
That
of
if they're priced and presented well, they are selling. But if they are overpriced,
they're
then you-
sitting, and then they're having to cut.
it's the tale of two markets out of the shift book.
Once you miss too, it has to be a drastic reduction, you can't chisel
Right.
away. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and Peter talked about that a couple weeks ago when we did the showing times. You can look at those different, what did he say? Is it 1%? I forget the statistic. But on showing time, really being able to focus in on that target range of price when you're having to do a price reduction. Is very important. If you need to watch that video of Peter presenting, let me know. I can't put it on YouTube because it has private information about a listing. But I can send that to you directly if you guys want to have that. All right. Okay, in the market center this week, so we are doing Ignite in April, every single morning, every single day, all the way through May 1st. We are running Ignite. In your packet. You can see all the different instructors. Kelly presented today, but it's from 9:30 to 11. Make sure you guys are here. We're recording each session so you can go back and watch them. But this will be the last time that we teach Ignite as a class. Next quarter, we're going to do Breakthrough 120. So they've reformatted the class a little bit. So this is the last time we're teaching Ignite. It's all still relevant. It's all great material. Please come. We've got a lot of really great instructors. Tomorrow is Sarah Brooks. Sarah's online. So Sarah will be presenting tomorrow. So make sure you guys are here. It's all very good stuff. And then today we have, right after team meeting, is purchase contract class with Maggie. All right, market updates. Is this the one with
Ruben and Gabby?
Yep. So is it
Month.
monthly?
Yeah.
Ruben, who is our chief economist. Is that how you say it?
Economist, yeah.
Economist.
I
Okay.
always said the same thing.
Okay.
Economist, yeah.
They do market updates again.
It's like a 20-minute video and it goes over the national statistics of like home sales, interest rates, unemployment, demand, inventory, affordability, all the things. So
Continue to educate ourselves, okay? And then podcasts I sent out yesterday was talking about how to retain team members on a team. I sent that out to a lot of our rainmakers, but if you're not checking out the MREA podcast, please do. Every single week they drop something. It is just gold. It's good stuff. Okay. Got a little quick message from Anna and her.
Hey everybody, I'm Anna McKissick, the Regional Director for the Ohio Valley Region, and I am so excited because on April 22nd in Lexington, Kentucky, and in April 23rd in Dayton, Ohio, we are going to be doing career visioning. This year is going to be awesome because we are doing it a little different. We have heard your feedback. We have taken a day and a half to a 2-day course, and we are making it 1 day with the most important topics. And then we're going to cut down even more to where we are going to add in a section of not just the what and the why, but the how. We are actually going to model the KPA process so you can master that life story, that motivational interview, the offer, all of those things that you still walk away and we've heard that you still have questions for. So I cannot wait to see you on those 2 dates in one of those 2 cities. And we are going to have a great time together talking about hiring that quality talent that you are looking for to take you to the next level and give you some quality of life. See you very soon.
All right. Who's taking CV in here? Who knows what CV is?
Only me.
I'm
Whoever
going
wants,
to.
whoever plans to hire in their whole career in real estate. Maggie.
Or who's ever sat
You
down
know, you
and done a KPA and sat and done the KPA assessment. So that's like part
I've done
one.
both.
Yeah, exactly. It's part one of the hiring process.
And it takes learning and practice to know what is talent, what is non-talent, what is going to provide leverage, what is not, what's going to be harder for you when you hire people, and really identifying how to hire the right skill set and through using the KPA so that you don't have to do that process over and over and over again.
All right, so if you're interested in attending this, they're just doing it in Dayton on April 23rd. I know James and I are going. I think Maggie's gonna go. So if anyone wants to carpool or go up with us, let me know.
Are we going to Dayton or are we going to Lexington?
I'm gonna go to Dayton.
Okay, I emailed you about it. You didn't email.
Yeah.
Do you have to register for it?
I'm going to Dayton because it works with me time wise.
April 23rd.
Yeah, I think there's a small cost too, but it should be in your email. And I know, I think I got a regional email this morning.
Yeah,
while I went to
this
go.
was in the email there.
Yeah.
This came out like 10 minutes
Yeah.
before the meeting.
But it's well worth it.
I think it's like 150 or something. I just looked at it.
Yeah, 199. I think it's.
I think it's 150. I think you're right.
149.
Yep.
If it was 190, I was gonna be like, girl math.
In addition to the MREA podcast, these are other podcasts that are happening. I actually listened to Jay Papazan. He interviewed Julia Lachey on the One Thing podcast. Check these out. They're just good if you're folding laundry, working out in the gym. Just good listens. So, check it out. All right. And then if you need social media prompts for April, there's a social media prompt calendar.
Yeah, did y'all see that? That is some good stuff.
Yeah.
I posted on Facebook too.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome.
Well, this is the these are the KW ones with out front, and then Scott Lurie Marketing also does them.
Where are those? Is it in command?
It's an out front, KW out front. If you
They're in Canva too, yeah, but you can scan the thing and I'll download them.
I didn't know about this one.
They're all posts too. You can personalize them in Canva or you can just use them as is.
yeah, sweet. All right. And save the date. Red Day is coming. Like Red Day. Who's attended Red Day before?
So fun.
So fun. So May 14th. It's a Thursday. It's Red Day. We are still working out the details, but more than likely we'll be working with the Parks Department again this year. So get ready. I don't know if we'll be mulching. That was a heck of a workout. I think like the whole arms and back for shoveling. It was fun. Flat tires and all.
Flat tires.
Oh yeah,
On
wheelbarrow.
the wheelbarrow.
flat
Okay,
tires.
at least on the wheelbarrows, not the cars. Okay.
So if you've not attended Red Day before, this is a really fun day. What we do is we meet here at the Market Center. We have t-shirts, then we'll have assignments. We'll go out and do about 3 hours of service. And then we'll meet up for happy hour afterwards, location to be determined, but more than likely probably the same place last year. And yeah, the office will be closed. And so don't schedule any appointments, don't schedule any closings on Red Day, because this is our national day of giving back to the community.
Yeah, really international. So every office in Keller Williams worldwide participates in Red Day. So it's an annual day of service.
Bless you.
And so it's a big deal too. And if you're looking for things to share on social media and with your database, it's a great opportunity to do that too. Show them that we give back.
Yep. And if you know anyone, like all of our vendors are welcome to come and help out. And then also if you know anyone that's interested in getting real estate school, we encourage everyone to come to this event, even if they're not licensed with us. People have brought spouses before in the past, adult children, all of that. So it is a fantastic day. We usually have about 75 to 100 people. So big day for us. And then that brings in why we have it on the second Thursday of the month of May is because it's around Mo's birthday. So every Mo Anderson, our former CEO, creator of KW Cares. So May is KW Cares month. We will be sending out some information on this, but each market center typically tries to at least raise, I think that she's turning 89 this year. So each market center will try to raise $890 in honor of Mo's birthday. But typically we like to do a lot more than $890. So we will make sure to get you guys information on that. And of course, continue to give on your transactions. And now we have our, thank you, you guys are up. So we have an affiliate today, Trent, he's a newer affiliate, he is with RFG. And get you guys to come up.
It's a matter, I don't know if there's a camera.
So there is a camera. And got a couple people on, but what you want to do is probably just share the screen here. Yeah.
Well, you fiddles are back. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning. My name is Trenton Mackey, Rogers, Maxwell, Roberto Bailey, Sean Schaefer, Max Cosman. So you got double Max, double Trent and Sean.
Oh, fun.
Makes sense to do. So I was brought here by Maggie. She is a client of mine and we kind of doing our annual review meeting said, why don't you think about the affiliate program? It made sense to me and it made sense to everyone here to do that vendor program because we want to try to help you guys close some business. That's our main priority here. So through the Roswell Financial Group, we've been here since 1986, not us individually, but around since 1986. Max is actually the third generation advisor to be with the company. So we've been around for a while and we haven't changed that much. So our goal is to be holistic financial planners. So it's very tailored to each individual person. Whatever your goals are, whether it's to retire at 35, retire at 70, whatever that is, retirement base, or if you want to save for your kids, if you're worried about life insurance, anything under the umbrella, right? We handle everything you can imagine. And if we don't, we have a website here that goes to our extended family. So this is planwithrfg.com. You can find the RFG family, which will have all of our contacts if you can't find the affiliate on the affiliate website. We also have the extended family, which if we can't do something, we'll refer you to someone. We have an estate planning attorney, we have a tax specialist, we actually have Cindy Rose, and we do it in-house now through a bunch of our clients have actually gone into what we did, 450.
Yep.
Does that sound right?
Yeah,
50
about
this
that.
year alone, and then we expect that to increase throughout the years. We also have a mortgage services business. I know it's not relevant to you guys. I'm sure you guys have vendors and everything to go through, but they need to shop around. We have a business intermediary as well. Phil Ellison does a great job of trying to shop around businesses or to buy businesses for individuals. And then the last person, Coach G, I'm always butcher her name, so I'm not going to say it. She helps students and parents find out which college is best for them. So that's, I think we have one or two that aren't on the website now, including a divorce specialist who's she's an advisor as well with RFG. She handles that process, good or bad, with the financial part of it. And then there was another one too, I forgot that was on there, but this needs to be updated as well. So our goal for you guys is we're going to go down the list. we're not gonna bother you that much. If you guys don't want to talk to us, tell us that, or else we're gonna keep bothering you, because we want to get a lunch, a call, happy hour, whatever time you have available. We want to meet with you and see if there's any way we can help you close business, whether it's, you know, of a client that just lost their job or is moving jobs. We can help with that process of moving the 401k, 403b, whatever that is. If they have kids, doing 529 plans or child future education planning, that kind of stuff. Anything that we can help you close business, that's what we're here for. And then anything that we can help you guys out with. I was talking with Lindsay before, we do 401k planning. So if you guys don't have a familiar contact with whoever your custodian is, I think it's Fidelity. Does that ring a bell?
It's different.
Different?
Yeah.
So,
Like,
and then the Seven Hills office, I thought was Fidelity, if I can't, whoever it is, right? If you haven't talked with that advisor before, there's no cost or fee with us just talking to you and going through your investment profile and seeing what's best for you, right? Yeah, and then anything else that you guys wanted to ask us questions on, that's why we're here. So the affiliate website is one that you can get our contact, all of our emails, phone numbers. Each of our email signature have a booking link. So if you want to meet with one of us, you can click that link and just schedule a quick phone call, virtual or in-person meeting, and we'd be happy to help with.
I think it's important to note that when you're delivering your value proposition to your clients, that you have multiple of allied partners in your tool belt, and this is a huge one. Because it's not just buying or selling with your clients. I know that I'm gonna use Brian as another example. Like, people come to him because he's got a guy on everything. Him and I have talked about this. You need a roofer, I got a guy. You need a financial planner, I got a guy. Like, and Brian leads his business that way. And it's important we have these in your tool belt. So if you have a first-time home buyer seminar, why not include a financial planner in it? Why not do an event where you do an estate planning event? I mean, so this is an important tool to have in your tool belt. So after team meeting today, you guys got to talk with these guys, okay? Or set up a meeting, set up a lunch, because it's very important that you provide your clients with not just only buying or selling a house.
Thank you. So that's a good segue into, I'm sure everyone's thinking right now, is pricing. We don't charge anything unless you go forward with what we recommend. So that initial meeting, that recommendation meeting is all in that pricing. So whether we do a 529 plan, we manage that, or we help you with your 401k, we can talk about the pricing. It's not expensive at all to do it. I think there's this stigma that you need money to have a financial planner. It's not the case. So we're happy to talk with each every one of you or your clients. And I think that'd be helpful to have this utility belt.
I will say, if you guys don't have retirement accounts set up and stuff, because we're all 1099, really important that you do. Trenton's helped me with that a ton. I'm not the ideal client, so he puts up with me, which I'm just hard, I put all my stuff on the back burner, but he has been very patient with me, and he's helped me. We started a 529 for my son so that he can have savings for private high school and college. And then, a couple of other things that we've done financially, and he's recommended things that I've been avoiding or not done because I didn't know how to figure it out. So just talking to them and figuring out what you can do, because even if you are saving, there's probably more ways that you could be doing better. Like, a percentage of every one of your checks should be going into some sort of account that's making you money, and he makes sure that that's happening for me so I can hopefully retire one day.
And we've helped Maggie too before with that increase or decrease in income each month.
Yeah.
We've been able to work around that. So it's not just a fixed payment each month like a bill. We're able to fluctuate and do a percentage of each one. Two things, we've done a lot with business owners and other employees like yourselves that are 1099 to fix with that. So we're very familiar on how to work around that variable income. And then I would think the other thing that Sean Schaefer probably can talk about more is he's very into the 1031 exchanges. So Delaware statutory trusts, transferring assets in and out to not avoid, but work with the taxes on sales of properties. So
defer is probably the best way.
Yeah, but he can,
Run away from.
you guys can talk with him at lunch, or if you want to talk on it a couple minutes now, if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are doing 1031 exchanges or more with like the investment property side instead of residential. But I work with a lot of people that, utilize 1031s to get into what are called Delaware statutory trusts. This is basically a way for people to gain exposure to very high grade investment real estate, like think of the retail space, things like the Rookwood Center down in Norwood, or things that are a lot bigger than that. I just had a deal that we did for a new Hasbro factory that's going in up in the Northeast. There's actually a Tesla factory that's up there too that we did. The main idea is basically to help someone that has been a landlord mostly in their entire life, and they're looking to try kind of move into more passive management of their money, and find a way to still have that income rolling in that they got from rental payments. So it's not always exactly, the DST isn't exactly the first option that you guys necessarily want to look at all the time, but what I do have people come to me for, if they're in your position, is that's like a backup plan. If you're trying to go through a 1031 exchange and kind of near the end of that deadline, things start to blow up and the deal falls through, people will call me and be like, hey, kind of need a backup plan to make sure this money's going somewhere and they don't owe Uncle Sam a lot of money. So that's part of my business, what I do, but all of us up here are going to be able to be very holistic planners. I think a lot of people, when they hear us and hear what we do, or just kind of see our name, they just think we're like 5 Jordan Belforts or something, and we're just stock picking and calling people on the phone. That's not what we do at all. It's very goal oriented, and trying to make sure that whatever it is that clients want to accomplish in their life, they have the tools available for them. So we're very happy to work with you guys.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be a big thing for you guys, if you guys have someone that's wanting to, a second property or third investment property to get rid of and get that tax implications, that's gonna be a good one for you guys to, and he can talk your ear off on it too. So if you guys wanna learn more, feel free to call him and do it, cause we know it, but Sean's the guy.
There was a
Sean,
class-
just walk us through like the perfect scenario for a 1031 exchange, but I know they're complicated as far as like you have debt and you can't like defer just some of it. Could you just kind of walk us through that?
The simplest way it can be done is if it's an all cash deal, kind of as you're saying. So, and that happens actually a lot more often than you think. If it's someone that's been as a landlord for a long time, or they've owned the investment property, if they've paid off any debts, they've kind of depreciated it all the way through. There are offerings where there are loans on the property that the kind of person that puts together the DST has gotten for it. The trick with that is you have to be able to match it up as close as possible. That can mean that someone has to bring in a little bit more additional cash to kind of meet the ratio. Sometimes it actually means that they're taking on a little bit more debt if they get into the DST. If you talk to some accountants, they kind of like that, because then they can kind of have a new depreciation basis to kind of offset that income. But real high overview, start the process has to be with a qualified intermediary, think escrow, basically. Once you kind of make the sale on the first property, you have 45 days to identify a replacement property. You then have, from the start, 180 days to actually close on the new property to successfully complete a 1031 exchange and not have to owe the government taxes for the time being. You'll be able to keep on deferring those as you go on. Like a lot of people will just go from DST to DST up until they pass away. Also makes it a good estate planning tool, because then when they pass it on to their next of kin, they get the step up in basis. And then they're able to defer those capital gains for their entire life. They're able to just get them in the end. So it'd be a really good solution for a lot of people.
There was actually a class on this at Family Reunion, you guys, and I didn't have a local person that did this, so I'm super excited. I didn't know that you guys had that
Happy to help.
knowledge base, so that's
There's not a
awesome.
lot that we can't do.
Yeah,
Like the tax specialist stuff's probably the one thing that we refer it out,
Yeah.
right, or state plan, but financial wise, anything we kind of cover into it. I think one thing too to note, I'm sure you guys are aware, if not the primary resident, the $250, $250,000 exclusion. If you're single, and then $500,000 if you're married, that's a big thing to go with clients if they're worried about capital gains at all. There was a prospect in Louisville that was worried about that, and he didn't know the marriage increased that exclusion. So there's stuff like that where if you go on the site, you can text us on any of the numbers we have. Those are approved that we can text you back on. If you guys have, I'm not sending statements or any secured stuff to us, so you can email us that. But if you have little questions, call us or text us anytime. We can handle that way. There's certain stuff with you guys that Roth conversions may make sense that we can help you out with. Little conversations from the weekly tips that I do. I don't know if you guys have seen those, but they have only 3 or 4 in right now. But little stuff that I'm trying to go in that may not be general public knowledge. So I'm trying to give you guys those tips.
And also if you guys, I know we worked it out with Maggie, you can take a percentage of your commission and have it directly deposited into the accounts that they've set up. It's just something you let me know, like if it's 85, 15%, however much you want to split that up, we can do that as well. So you don't have to worry about going in and initiating any payments.
And there was a conversation with Maggie too that we had where if you're higher income earners, or if you don't meet that direct Roth contribution for if you're single or married, you can do the backdoor solution, which we can talk about that later. Or with your 1099 work, you can actually create a solo 401k and bypass that. So you can directly do Roth technically up to, was it 24,500 this year?
Individuals.
For
yes,
individuals,
yes.
you can do that and match yourself for a solo K. There's a lot of stuff you can do that may not be general knowledge to you, so we'd love to be those guys. Are there any questions? I think I covered most of it. Oh, sorry, I pointed out this for a reason. So our client university is supposed to be a hub that we have for people that want to go on the website and learn more on it. There's videos. You can make fun of me for making the videos all you want. I try to be an influencer for the 4th quarter of the year. But there's stuff with here that you can find the extended family. Welcome to RFG. It's just a lot of information based on what RFG's done in the past and what we plan to do if you're going to be a client. Instructional videos are where you can find my mug on the videos and teach you some stuff on general finance. A lot of this stuff may help if you revert your clients to there and have them learn a little bit more about what RFG has to offer. I covered everything. Do you guys have anything else to add?
Yep, I mean, I don't think there's too much else to add. Feel free, like you said, our contact info is on the website. You can click on any of our beautiful faces and our info is right there. And shoot us a text, give us a call. Ultimately, like Trent said at the beginning, you know, we want to help you guys and we want to help you guys close more business, whether it's through 1031s, whether it's, you know, like you said, with the exclusion, you know, people don't know about that. Ways we can help you guys close business, help you guys individually.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. And you got lunch?
Yes.
Right?
I got Chick-fil-A in there. And
Yeah.
then, yeah. Yes. Donuts and chips.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Lunch of champions.
Alright, so we've got just a couple minutes before 12. Let's do I have, I need. And then we'll break for lunch and then if you're staying for Maggie, Maggie's gonna be teaching contracts right after the meeting. So who has I have, I need? Cause I've got a couple.
I have a house in King Schools. I should probably have it on the market Friday, but I am doing delayed entry on it, so I could get somebody in it before then. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath in King School District. It's on Riverwood. So like Mason area near Kings Island. We're gonna list it 3,045. Cheapest house in the neighborhood. It's my 1031, so I need to sell it. Somebody buy it.
Isn't there someone last week that needed King School only?
I think it was a higher. I think it was 6.
Okay.
This is a small little 3-bedroom. I mean, it's a 2-story, but it's just little, but I'm doing a 1031 on it, so I have to I have to get it sold quick. So I have it priced really well.
Alright, who else?
I got, look at the square footage here, like 1,200, finished, basement's not finished though. It's little, but it's in a nice neighborhood. Okay, yeah, text me. And I have like a whole list of things I need. I have, one that wants a multifamily. His budget is starting at about 400,000, he wants to live in it.
What part of town?
He's open anywhere.
Anywhere.
He just wants to make sure it's gonna have good cash flow. And then I have another person, multifamily, budget's about 275. I don't care about the area. I have one, his budget's 200, he wants like the Taj Mahal for 200. He wants the area like Coleraine, that kind of area. I have one, her budget is 180. She'll go anywhere, she's okay with like a fixer upper.
You got you on that.
Oh, okay. I have a commercial, the daycare still.
Oh, we
And-
lowered it to 600,000 too.
Okay. And then the
750.
daily.
Oh, from 750 to 600?
Yeah.
Daycare, that was, where is that at? again?
Westbourne.
West Florence on the west side.
Is that daycare business for sale or just a profit?
So I have financials to read to. So it doesn't include the business, but there is a license. And it's an operating here. There's a couple of restrictions, I guess, like, you know, that your rules.
So my wife was looking at this violence, that's why I'm.
Yeah, so like you have to move or like push kids out in cribs, and so the way the rest is set up, you would need to add a little bit on what it's doable. But to get the right amount of infants in there, you have to make some modifications because right now, if you have multiple kids, you have to send them to different spots because they can only have like 5 infants. Yeah, so we excluded the business, and so the real estate is a 6,000 square foot building. Okay. Values and then.
So I have 2 listings for Ryan Bartel. He asked me to present these. One is coming soon. It's 68060 Dawson Road, Madeira, listed at 465.33. And then Stonehill Drive in Anderson. This is a delayed entry. It'll be available at the end of the month. It's 375 and it's 32 on Stonehill in Anderson. So if you've got questions on that, let me know and I can give you Ryan's information. That's Ryan Bartel. Anyone else?
I got a guy considering selling a commercial property. I don't know about commercial, so. There's something that could.
Ryan.
Yeah.
We also have another commercial that's on daily. I think it kind of like, we've had it for a little minute. It's 8227 daily. Originally, the whole thing was going to be another daycare because the 2 daycares were kind of selling. One is a daycare, the other one, he changed into like some suites and a store on the side. The basement got stuff going on. We got it listed for 360, is now 350. It's in a prime location. I don't think we've been giving it a lot of heat, but it's if you the suites are, it's already laid to the gods, to meaning it's good. The other side was a store. We probably need to do that. The back side was a photos lab or whatever. So all of this is going on at like one time. I think it was a lack of management and a lack of ideas of what people needed to do. But the value of the property is definitely there. If you want, they were gonna originally change it to another daycare because the same person who owns the daycare that's operational. And the infant side of that, if you did less infants and did more kids, that infant rules don't apply. Like if you do like school agers and the upper age or whatever, but that can be, she's really open to talk to let you know what you need to do. Because I seen, quote unquote, from my client, she was making, after everything was paid, over 40,000 a month easily.
For that daycare.
For that daycare on Westbourne, that was not literally, they couldn't accept new kids because she had her license tied up and stuff. So it's probably a goal of mine if you can really, if you know daycares and stuff like that, that's there. She just lives in Atlanta. She wants to be done with it. So that's why we're pushing a daycare. And the other one that we have on daily, if you like are hairstylist or a hairstylist, or you want to change it back to a daycare, which was the original, because it's zoned for everything.
And it's currently being rented for the stylist.
Yeah, it's being currently rented. You can get rid of them, make your own prices, because they really just don't know what to charge.
Yeah, they're month to month right now.
Yeah.
The stylist paid $700.
Oh, they're going.
With them.
But you know, one. Between all of them, 700.
Yeah, it's like drill.
I do have a commercial building, it's a 2-unit on Galvin in North College Hill. H&R Block rents one half and then the other half just went vacant, it's about 3700 square feet, and I said at 275.
Okay, right. So we're on Galbraith,
Yeah.
alright, anyone else? I have my need?
I have two things coming in May. One is a home in the DR Horton neighborhood in Goshen. So it's the best lot in the neighborhood.
It's the nicest house though.
It's the nicest house. Nicest house. It's gorgeous. It's right on this lake and anyway, I'm trying to remember how much it is, because we pulled it off, 'cause it has tenants. We're waiting until the tenant moves out, we're gonna clean it, we're gonna make it shine. But it's a 4-bedroom. Or something.
You should reach out to Dawn Eisenhower.
Yes, yes. And then I've got one coming, my in-laws home, which I was loading up pictures, getting it ready. And it's gonna be emotional. 'Cause my little babies grew up in that basement, you know, and in the pool. It's meticulous. It's 4-bedroom. It's Sycamore Schools. It's right off the Loveland Indian Hill exit, up Hopewell by Hopewell Millers Park up there, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be in the 6s, and it's gonna go in May. So if you have a Sycamore, yeah, it's a great neighborhood for like families. There's little kids all over the place. It'd be great.
I have another one I forgot. Or 3, maybe 3.5, I can't remember. Springboro in Settlers Walk, bougie, full bar in the basement, giant kitchen, gorgeous, $675.
Ooh,
Like when? 2 weeks. It's real bougie. It's really nice. It's my dad's house.
Okay, does it have HOA?
Yep. But there's a community pool and playground and all the things. It's not very expensive though. I forget how much it is, but it's not much. It's really nice. It's like an entertaining house.
Maybe send it to me.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
I have a listing coming in the future, it's Forest Hills. School district, it's a 4-3. It needs to be updated, but the bones are good, like new roof, gutters, new siding, basement's great, HVAC is great. Just 20 years living in the same kitchen. It'll be priced at $360. It's over like Cherry Grove area. So still Forest Hills